All right, this is Complex Book entry number 45. This is the fifth and final episode of the Shower Thoughts Part 2 playlist. This is the unlikeliness to exist, right? So, like, what are the odds that you, like, what are the odds that we exist, right? So, like, my grandpa, this is a good story. So, my grandpa, he was going through basic training, and he's, like, towards the end of basic training, right? He's about to get sent to Vietnam. And he got bone spurs in his foot, so he couldn't finish basic training. So he actually had to get fixed, right? He had to go to the doctor and get fixed. I think they shaved down part of his heel or something, and then he had to go back through basic training, which sucks if you know anything about the military. But that's a whole 8 weeks of training just because his foot hurt like last week. He couldn't walk. Bone spurs are like projections of bone that just stab into your flesh. It's as painful as it sounds. You put like 180 pounds or however much you weigh onto a spiky bone in your foot. It's not going to feel very nice, especially like in combat boots running through the mud and shit. It's not going to be very nice. But yeah, so basically, when he went back through basic training the second time, he wasn't needed in Vietnam anymore, right? So it had gotten to that stage of the war where he was needed more so at Fort Knox. He was a tank commander, so he taught. Pretty sure he taught tank crews. Maybe Sherman's. I don't know what kind of tanks. This is great. I should ask him. But he was a tank commander, and he taught tankers at Fort Knox. My grandma lived outside of Fort Knox, so which is crazy because, like, imagine if he didn't have bone spurs and he got sent to Vietnam and he got shot in the head by the Viet Cong while he was sleeping. My dad wouldn't exist. There go. I wouldn't exist. I wouldn't be making this video right now. You wouldn't be watching this stupid video. And it's crazy things like that. But there's like so many more like generations of things like that. Like, I've almost been in a car crash before. My dad's almost been in a car crash before. My grandpa's probably done the same thing. Like, it's so unlikely that we exist. It's crazy. Like, and like every individual egg and every individual sperm, is that a different person? Like, I don't know how we would even find that out, but is it? But what happens if you have the same egg but a different sperm? Who am I, right? Do you have to have the complete set, one sperm and one egg? Or is it like you can have the same, or am I the egg and like the sperm is just like what I look like, but the egg is like my personality? But then, so like, I don't know, I have no idea, right? It's crazy to me, like the millions of chances, right? Like, it's so freaking unlucky that I'm alive and here that it's like, it's crazy. It's kind of motivating, honestly, because like, what are the likely, like, so like trillions, quadrillions of things that could have happened and people that could have existed but don't. You got to make the most of it, right? So you got to do something worthwhile because you got pretty fucking lucky that you're even here, right?